Hi, my name is Neusa Monteiro. I'm Brazilian. I live in São Paulo and my path is ahead of me. I'm part of the gold ring game of enlightenment and abundance, and I invite you to a journey inside the heart of the Brazilian forests. Brazil occupies 47% of the area of South America, ranks 50 among the world's most populated countries, and possesses 20% of all planet's biodiversity. Blessed with sunshine, watered by huge rivers and close to self-sufficiency in oil, Brazil is the third largest energy consumer in the Western Hemisphere, behind the United States and Canada. The largest basin in the world, the Amazon is sparsely populated by about 25 million people. The major cities of the basin are Manaus and Belém, with about 2 million people. Traveling between communities of the basin is made by air or water. Land routes are few and almost non-existent in the heart of the forest. Destruction of the Amazon basin remains one of the country's most urgent environment issues. This destruction continues to place the existence of many species under constant pressure. The drive for green energy in the developed world is also having the perverse effect of encouraging the destruction of the tropical forests. From the orangutan reserves of Borneo to the Brazilian Amazon, virgin forest is being raised to grow palm oil and soybeans to fuel cars and power stations in Europe and North America. And surging prices are likely to accelerate the destruction. 500 years ago, the Atlantic forest of Brazil covered approximately 330 million acres, about twice the size of Texas, but today more than 93% of this forest has been cleared, and what remains is highly fragmented. The remaining 7% of the Atlantic forest is still among the biologically richest and diverse forests in the world and exhibits a high number of species that can be found nowhere else on planet Earth. The most risk to the survival of the Atlantic forest's biodiversity is the very fragmented state of the forest remains and their ecological isolation from one another. The Amazon rainforest is the most broadleaf forest in the Amazon basin with 7 million square kilometers, though the forest itself occupies 5.5 million square kilometers. The Amazon represents over half of the planet's remaining rainforests and comprises the largest and most species-rich tract of tropical rainforest in the world. The Amazon River is the largest river in the planet by volume. The Amazon, which has the largest drainage basin in the world, accounts for approximately 1/5 of the world's total river flow. The Amazon River has 3,000 fishes, and that number is still growing. Along the river is one of the main habitats of the boto, also known as the Amazon River dolphin. The indigenous people of Amazon form an archipelago of 377 indigenous lands. In environmental terms, these numbers mean that 24% of the region's dense and open tropical forest falls within the boundaries of indigenous lands. Highway construction in the Amazon over the last 20 years has resulted in considerable land conversion from tropical forests to farming. A population increase of 330% due to the increased migration as a result of road construction has also been largely responsible for the deforestation in Mato Grosso and Rondônia. Located in central Brazil, the Mato Grosso dry forest is part of the Alto Xingu. This is an ecoregion of an extraordinary diversity of plants, animals, and indigenous people. The region constitutes a transitional area between the Amazonian moist forest and the Cerrado vegetation. The main sources of deforestation in the Amazon are human settlement and development of the land. Between 1991 and 2000, the total area of forest lost in the Amazon is an area twice the size of Portugal. In February 2008, the Brazilian government announced that the rate at which the Amazon rainforest is being cut down has increased significantly over the past few months. During the last 5 months of 2007, an area equal to the size of the state of Rhode Island was deforested during a time when deforestation would normally drop. The state of Mato Grosso, responsible for 48% of deforestation in the Amazon in the period 2003-2004, is receiving special attention from the government. Cooperation agreement was signed by the Ministry of the Environment and the state government with the purpose of integrating the Brazilian Institute for the Environment and Natural Renewable Resources actions with those of the State Environment Office. An agreement to improve and expand the environmental license system for rural properties was also signed. A task force was set up to create protected areas, and a system will be put in place to track the state's farming production. Today, there are more than 100,000 non-governmental organizations in the Amazon, of which 29,000 have received government funding. But the Brazilian Federal Policy and Intelligence Agency warned that many of these non-governmental organizations are covers for drug dealers, human slavery, gun runners, biopirates, and international intelligence agencies. The Brazilian government announced an investigation of all foreign NGOs active in the Amazon and regulations that will tighten the government's control over them. Facing the current situation of the Brazilian forests, after meeting several organizations, I have decided to create a team of workers and volunteers to document the border between south of Amazon and north of Mato Grosso. In the game of enlightenment and abundance, we have a role. Our role is to manifest love in all dimensions of our life. Heart-to-heart connected, we can create a new reality of wealth, health, and peace. Investigators, photographers, video makers, and artists are ready to travel with the purpose of registering the remaining forests, the rivers, communities, farms, and indigenous people. Our journey is divided in 2 parts. First, a journey to collect all possible data to be used by the compromised organizations. Second, the production of a video documentary. For the first part, we need $200,000 for all expenses during 3 months. I ask for your attention now to your power of manifestation. Together, we can create a new reality of enlightenment and abundance for all forests in danger across the planet. We need workers, volunteers, and money for this journey. Love bless you.